Hello, movie review number 1201 is The Man in the White Fan. The Man in the White Fan is a 2024 movie directed by Warren Skeels. Skeels. Warren Skeels. This is from Relativity Media, Garrison Film Productions, Region M Fan Owned Films, and Skeels Films, and I saw this movie on December 13th, 2024 at Showcase Cinema Deluxe in Springdale, Ohio. So the movie is based on a true story, and it takes place during the 1970s in Florida, where a driver in a white van follows a young girl seemingly everywhere that she goes. As the menace escalates, her parents dismisses her fears, leading to a terrifying Halloween nightmare that shadows her world. So, in 1975 Florida, a series of violent disappearances go unnoticed, and Annie, who is played by Madison Wolfe in the movie, she is targeted by an white fan, ominous white fan that stalks her every move. Wherever she goes, whatever she is doing, this man in the white van is following her. As the menace escalates, her two parents dismiss her fears and tell Annie that there is nothing to be afraid of. But soon, Annie is plunged into a terrifying Halloween nightmare that shadows her world, and it becomes clear that this guy will not stop until he gets Annie, even if it means having to go through her family. So, this is based on a true story of real life events that has happened, and I thought it was a pretty good movie. So, Madison Wolfe portrays Annie in the movie, and we also see actors and actresses like Brett Bassinger as Margaret, who is Annie's sister. Ali Waldo portrays Helen, who plays Annie's mother. Sean Astin portrays William, who plays Annie's father. Sky Jackson, who you probably know from Jesse, portrays Patty, who is Annie's friend. Gavin Warren portrays Daniel. Noah Womack portrays Mark. Addison Wilkie portrays Joanna. Juliet Anetta portrays Miss Ingram. And Darius Thomas portrays Charlie. So, I won't say who this man is that the movie is referring to, nor will I reveal if he is seen out in public, or as far as I'm going to say this. Most of the movie, at least, I would say, you probably won't know who he is. But I will tell you this: the things that he does to stalk Annie and the other women are definitely disturbing and terrifying. And this isn't the first time that he has done this. The movie also details or shows previous years where he has kidnapped several young women and eventually they die. From 1970 to 1974, and Annie's story takes place during 1975. So I will say this. It was so one day after church, Annie and her family go to the gas station. That is where this man in the white van first sees Annie, and ever since he started following her to school, to her whereabouts, even her home. And despite everything that she tells her family, they don't believe her. Not her parents, not even her sister. But let's just say that she isn't giving up, but she is terrified and isn't sure what to do. But she decides to try to think of a solution, try to figure out what to do, but also at the same time trying to convince her parents to get new locks on the door. or even asking her sister to give her a ride to school, or even at times hang out with her friend Patty. But as tensions escalate even further, let's just say that Annie does come face to face with this man, and let's just say that things definitely get a little terrifying, especially the final battle. Well, not battle, but the final encounter, I would say. Yeah, this movie is definitely intense. And it's very definitely terrifying to know that this has happened in real life, past and present. And a lot of children go missing every year. Actually, this movie, at the very end of the movie, there was actually a song that's played that is dedicated to thousands and thousands and thousands of children that have gone missing, and they even put up the names of these children from A to C, and they're hoping that one day they can find these children and bring them home. Yeah, this is definitely terrifying that this is still going on in today's society. But I am glad to hear that there are good people who are on a mission to try to save these children from harm, try to get these children back to their families. So I really enjoyed this movie, but at the same time, it is disgusting to see that there are some people like the man and the right fan. They really do target young people and old people as well. They kidnap them, and that's not necessary. But yeah, I really like the good people in this movie. And I really like how the film ended with that song they played. And it's like the dedication to these children that have gone missing, and how there are organizations around the world who are dedicated to helping these children get back home. So that was really nice to see. But overall, I thought it was a pretty good and thrilling movie. So that's my movie review of The Man in the Right Fan. Please enjoy from this movie review. Alright, goodbye.